What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Sunless Sea. It's a little bit too much energy for this series. I don't know. For some series it works, like when you're playing Shadow Warrior or whatever, it definitely works, but for this series I think the low energy level is more acceptable. We need to find... We came all the way out here and we've been searching for this place. We allowed a child to die for this mission. I feel like it's only in the best interest of their memory to do them the honor of actually completing the mission. Taciturn claymen, evasive close colonies, walking like humans, cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa of marble, but even that writhes like buried bones in an earthquake. Let's get the Polythreme report. The king with 100 hearts rules from this place above the city. He's never seen. He makes no treaties with other lands, but there is unrest in the air. The claymen you speak to are obedient and humble, but they speak nervously of those who are not, the maimed, the rebellious, the unfinished. Let's turn that over. A great temple has been wounded. It will be years in the dying. It groans and shivers, and the claymen avoid the place out of fear and respect. But you meet one of their number in the shattered chamber where the altar once stood. The clayman swallows the coins in handfuls for safety, not out of appetite, you assume, and hands you a crate of whispering souls. Human? The souls back home are all but silent. Perhaps these are the souls of chairs, hats, swords. That's Polythreme for you. Return to the Blind Bruiser in London. Do not lose your cargo. Now we just gotta hope for the best that we don't get the... God, I hope we don't get searched on the way back in. We'll take Clayman to London for sure. All 6 of them can go with us. We need that for his quest. And we're gonna be heading back down to the southwest to... I think we're going to the southwest. Ooh, a casket of sapphires will sell for 95 here, huh? We are clay. A Judgment's Egg will sell for 600 here. Judgment's Egg is kind of like a tough thing to come by. They aren't super frequent, and what's weird is they're not the most valuable item in the game, but they are one of the rarest items in the game. And so, like, you can't sell them for a lot of money, but, like, certain quest lines, you have to have a Judgment's Egg in order to finish, like, the final step or whatever. And unless you have one, it's like, I think per playthrough you get, like, 1 or 2 Judgment's Eggs, I think, or something like that. And there's a couple of quest lines... Like, you gotta pick. Wait, what happened? Why did it go into combat mode? I got scared for a minute, okay? I got scared. I really feel like we should be dropping this off. Elliot does not have long left. The ship is out of ice and ideas. He's losing his struggle. The end could come at any time now. Well, I mean, you only gave me, like... Well, I guess I sailed around the world a couple times. Let's go kill these rat barges to make ourselves feel better. I think... If we make straight at him, he might not get a shot off because he'll turn. Or I'll turn. Yeah, we could play chicken. Oh, no. That was not what was intended. Let's not do that. There we go. Now we've got him. Combat in this game is actually not that difficult. It's way better than the old combat system, though. The old combat system in this game was awful. I really, really did not like the weird turn-based system they had before, where it was all about, like, illumination versus other things. It was easily exploitable, I think, was the main problem with it, is that just like this system, it had, like, its exploits and weaknesses. Should have upgraded my gun. This would have been quicker. There we go. Give me your loot, you loot and scuttler. She's a vile old vessel, and the Z's aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. A cache of curiosities. Got ourselves a crate of fuel. Not worth it. Hooray! I love getting lame loot. I like the good loot. Every now and again when you knock one of those over, you get like really, really good loot or something. Something interesting. You know, that means... Garrick's scalpel. That means that there's probably... we'll deal with it later. That's not something for right now. It's something for later. I could pick up supplies, I guess, and do that. But we've got so many things being undertaken at the moment that... We've got to pick something to actively work on. We've got Elliot. We've got our main quest. We've got the submarine quest. We've got the Blind Bruiser's quest. We got loads of stuff going on right now as far as this playthrough is concerned. And I think keeping careful watch of the things we can accomplish while ignoring the things that we can't is probably the best course of action. I think that's the best thing to do in life, too. Like, you know, set a course for the things that you can control and just avoid the things that you can't. Avoid the things that you can't. I'm kind of engaged in real-life drama right now with a merchant who has done me wrong. Don't like that very much. I don't like it, you know. Wish I had steered clear of it. Recommended we steer clear of it, but it happened. And so, meh. Sometimes there's things in your life you can't control. You can waste your time getting upset about them and just losing your shit about it. Or you can just shrug and be like, that is something that is completely and totally outside of my control. Therefore, not even going to factor, oh my god, there's a wolf outside my house. Therefore, it is not Opaconnet war trim. Don't mess with those, by the way. That's a great way to end up deaded. And I don't mean owing money to the wrong people. I mean, it's a great way to get your throat slit. I have lost more ships to war trimarans than like anything else. They hit harder than they look. That's the problem. They hit really, really hard by comparison to like, at least they used to. I don't know if they still do, but I mean, we just got hit for like 13 from that little tiny boat that took a shot at us. And so, hits for more than like 30 or 40 against your craft are really not something you want to mess with. We also need to go down to Port Cecil after this. So we will do that, absolutely. We need to drop off the Dark Drop coffee beans with the Connet up there, and then once we drop those off, that should get us some favor with either the Timon or somebody else. Plunder the decommissioned remains of the stone turtle. Okay, we'll deal with that in just a minute. Let me get my port report. Your bosun applies bolt cutters to a chain securing entry. Slipping inside, you close the door, muting the clamor of the shadow and light lamps. The hull is well preserved. Down in the hold are orderly piles of crates, boxes, and cabinets. Eventually, you uncover a detailed set of schematics that, despite the complexities of Connet's script, look like what you need. You cram them into your jacket. You have discovered fingerprints in the dust and suspicious gaps in the runs of certain records. Has someone been here recently? Perhaps the Connet hasn't abandoned submarine research quite as absolutely as they claim. Yeah, that would suck. I don't really have anything here. Mirror catch box would help. So let's take that, because that's for a quest for later. Captivating treasures down here too, man. I am spending some money in this episode. But you gotta spend money to make money. I promise you, all of this stuff will come full circle. It will make sense why I'm buying all these things. It will. It will, I promise. Let's go back up, and we'll unload these Dark Drop coffee beans in exchange for favor with the Khan. I think it should allow us probably not a ton of influence, but I think with 10 Dark Drop coffee beans, you should be able to get something out of it, like something to petition to lower our suspicion, or maybe. I don't know if we go to the copper quarter or if we go to the whatever the quarter is up there, but I know there's something to be handled here. Alright, so we've put into port at Khan's Heart. Nothing here requires Dark Drop coffee beans. So let's go north very quickly. And my hope is that while we sail among the silent droplets, we will find something of use. I'll resupply as soon as possible. Probably not at Gaider's Mourn. Oof. I don't know. I might have to. We'll see what happens here. We'll have to play this one by ear because fuel is looking a little bit low. With 5 fuel, I think we can make it back to London at our current speed. But that's just an estimate based on playing the game previously. So we've got Khan's Glory up here. Let's go ahead and leave these Dark Drop coffee beans with them. A place of stately isolation. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress unto itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes breakfast on balconies. An unlikely antelope peeks at you from the park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. I can offer gifts to the Timon, or I can offer gifts to Leopard. There it is. You meet with the effusive official in a room of blue glass and pierced porcelain. You supply the customary compliments and courtesies while he nods complacently. Finally, you present a sample of the coffee. The official becomes suddenly awake, inhales the scent of the coffee, glances regretfully at the porcelain screen behind him. A watcher? He bows to you 3 times and sends you on your way. We'll drop that off, so we've got another set of favors for Leopard's condescension. We've got drowning pearls. Yeah. So we have Timon's Mercy now. In the yellow chamber by the palace entrance, a masked functionary scrutinizes the pearls. Yes, she says, even though through the mask she does not meet your eyes. She rises, turns, and leaves. Okay. Well, we've got a bunch of favors with the Khan now. And so, the Taiman clan has long controlled the white and gold as the loyalty service, who watch the Kaganians and foreigners alike. If they're convinced your intentions are good, they may be lenient. It looks like your menaces go down with time, too. I thought that was higher before. So we either need more Leopard's Condescension, which we can get with 10 more Dark Drop coffee bags, or we can, I mean, both of these are useful. Let me plead my case. Actually, no, we won't plead our case just yet. Let's spin back around instead. And with a 47% chance to drop off a spy here, I don't think that's a horrible endeavor, but we are a little bit low on cash, so maybe I'll try it next time. Let's make west. I'm worried about our fuel situation. We'll go Gaider's Mourn. We'll go... well, let's go straight west. Actually, we needed to go to Port Cecil, didn't we? Yeah, we needed to drop off the guy. We'll... yeah. Don't know if we have the fuel for it. But we could give it a go. I think Gaider's Mourn would probably be more profitable. Especially if we can pull down... another of the strategic informations. That's what we needed. Another strategic information. Because I have one left over, right? No, okay. I'm getting one from a different spot when we go up to Abbott Horizon later on. That's what it was. So, yeah, let's just head back to London. I don't feel good about our fuel situation right now. Our terror is a little bit high, so I can't afford to turn off the lamp just yet. It's just one thing after another. We also need to spend some time and get some more crew. I'll probably pick up another crewman at Demoe Island for the one Echo, and that'll take the edge off, and then we'll try to fill up. Once we get our Corvette, which is actually now looking like it's going to be quite a ways off. Like, how much do I have on me right now? 1886. If I could get that number up to around 3,000, we could jump into a new boat, which I think is the best plan. I personally think that's the way to go. We are in the middle of a fog bank, but it's over a lit area, so we'll see how that plays out. I don't know how those over time effects interact with one another. I'm missing Gaider's Mourn entirely. The reason I want to get into the Corvette as soon as possible is because the Corvette will allow us the opportunity to go into combat much more frequently and much more successfully. We'll be able to fight people and deal 40, 50 damage per volley, and being able to get in behind them, that's a really, really good thing. Now, I would prefer that we had gotten one of the shining thingamadoobies when we went to Pigmoat Isle, but they changed the way that event moves around. I assume because just about everybody recommends you go to Pigmoat Isle first and then steal the eye of the island or whatever. It used to, what it does is it instantly charges your weapon, so you can fire a burst, instantly recharge, fire another burst, and do like 100 damage in one big go. And that's enough to like one-shot just about everything in the game. Technically it's four-shotting, I know. But you get what I mean. Gaider's Mourn. I could explore the Mourn, sure. Let's go with a chancy challenge for now. We got strategic information again. Very, very nice. That's perfect. That's exactly the kind of thing that I was looking for. We can explore the Mourn. A glittering eye. There's a long, lank brown man at your shoulder. Listen, he says, I have a story for you. I'm going to take it because I want more Tales of Terror. We've gained 5 horror and we've lost... Aw, he searched my pockets for small change. Little bastard. Been robbed in exchange for 2 stories. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. I think he steals like 2 echoes from you, but you can sell 2 Tales of Terror for like 30 or 40 echoes, I think. So it's a reasonable exchange. He can have what's in my pocket in exchange for things that I can sell up at Irem for extra. Extra dollar bill, y'all. Alright. I think that we will just make for London because we've got a paycheck coming. I think we'll get about 300 echoes for dropping off the souls. I don't recall how many times you got to drop off the souls, but in Fallen London, when you do stuff like that, eventually you earn the attention of the crime lord. He's an innkeeper, as I recall. He's a guy that runs an inn, and he's responsible for like all the crime on the Wolfstack docks. And then you do another mission for him, and your character becomes more powerful. And cool little game. Cool little game. I think I'll swing around this way to the west. Demo Island sounds just about right for... Ah, we got something awaits us back in port. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that as time goes along. We've got to take somebody out to the Empire of Hands later on, too. But we'll see that event when we get to it. Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. We'll go to London, we'll resupply, we'll head back down south to Port Carnelian. That'll give us access to the underwater, hopefully. Elliot has run out of time and asked to see you. His eyes have already melted, his mouth is full of water. He lifts what's remaining of a hand. The cold cuts into your skin, but you hold tight. It is not long before Elliot's grip melts away. Only a few hours more before the shape is barely recognizable. By first watch, nothing remains but a few scraps of ice, a puddle, and the lingering smell of ammonia. Snowchild has departed. We gained 5 hearts, though, for free, which is really, really good. That's like crazy good, 5 hearts for free, because I was a kind and gentle individual who held the hand of a snowchild as he died because I didn't do his mission fast enough because I had more important business to do because I wanted to go underwater. I wanted to build a boat snorkel, okay? A boat snorkel. That's all that I wanted. Let's accept a volunteer. Good enough for now. And then we get no port report from the Funging Station. But that puts us reasonably close to where London lies. And so actually we should probably go up to... Hunter's Keep too and complete this gentleman's quest while we have the men of Polythreme aboard. Yeah, let's go do that. Cutting it very, very close as far as this fuel is concerned, though. Closer than I like to cut it. And we're not going to get a lot of free fuel this time around because we didn't compile that many port reports, unfortunately. We still haven't found Godfall. It's got to be in here somewhere, or like right here, I guess. It's got to be around somewhere. Hey, I was in the light. How come I'm getting double terror? Damn it. Alright, let's go up to the keep. Terror is getting kind of enormously high right now, but I think it'll work out. I feel like we move faster when we're around London. Have you ever noticed that? It feels like your ship speeds up. I can't say for sure that that's the case, but it feels like it to me. A Zailor is praying. Well, as long as it's not on me, that's fine. I don't care about that at all. We don't want any of those mantis qualities up inside of here messing with our lives. It's low Barnet. Alright, so the Hunter's Keep. We'll go with the Cheery Sister. Lost 10 terror, gained some free supplies, memories of distant shores, got Stone's attention, and then in Hunter's Keep, I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, we need a memory, terror, Z-story. What am I missing? Sometimes I wish it was shiny, like if you clicked on this and you didn't have the stuff, it would be shiny and it would tell you what you needed. I don't have Z-stories, I think. That means I gotta go kill one of those. Damn it! I need Z-stories. Alright. Let the terror grow past low Barnet. And we'll drop this off over in London. Oh man, I hope we don't have to shit on me. If we have to go through customs, this might get ugly. Our souls are not stamped. All souls are supposed to be stamped. Inky blinky, flickering, sending signals to you. Something awaits us is gone, though, which is probably good. And there it is. Welcome home. You may ask how it is I am here to meet you, and I may remark that we have eyes in the wastes and eyes in the hill. In fact, we have more eyes than a night oracle, and they're all glad to see you, and of course, your cargo. Oh, good, very good. Please place this small token of my thanks, and also accept my thanks in addition, and my patron's thanks, which being persons of honor what understands the true nature of dealings is much more important. Still, spending money is always good, ain't it? And a captain must eat, and so must a ship, which is why if you look under the pier, you will find a few helpful contributions of fuel and so forth. Hooray. We didn't get paid quite as much that time around, but you know what, I'll take it. Restless Nights. We can take our pages quality. We'll just ignore it for now. Oh, I didn't get rid of my terror either because we didn't have something awaits us. That's not good. Okay. Well, here, let's go to the Admiral, and we will submit port reports. And now that all that's been handled, that's left us up a couple hundred. There's Demo's as well. I was trying to get a feel for how much fuel we're going to have. I didn't realize I picked up that many port reports along the way. Alright. I'll take it. And since we've nothing better to do, I think we can drop off... Pretty sure... In my hold, we've got Clayman marked for London. Good day, I will not cause trouble. The checkered character going for the principles of coral. We might need something awaits us in order for that to work. So in London. There it is. So we deliver Clayman. We get, I think for every Clayman you get 20 echoes. One by one they rise uncomplainingly with no trace of stiffness or discomfort from the long voyage. The deck resounds beneath their heavy tread. A shroom yard manager waits on dock tapping her foot. About time, she says. Here's your payment. Come along now, you. That's a good construct. We can carouse. We can hire on more crew, which is probably a smart thing to do, although it's a little expensive. Who's our new recruit? We can engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator, a first officer who will increase our mirrors and veils instead of pages. Don't think I very much want you, so I'll take a sailor instead. And then finally, in London, we will carouse for the evening. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire, something more. Ah, the knight in the wolf stack you find yourself sharing a table with. The likely lass. Don't think I came down to the docks just to see you. I've got business here, but alright, it did cross my mind that you might drop by. Shared warmth, new memories. It's harder to say goodbye this time. So there it is. We've got ourselves a more lovin'. Our character's got that shine in his eye, or the lack of the shine in his eye. Does the shine go away after the deed, or is it there? I don't know. Either way. An elegant townhouse is probably... Oh, God. So what is this? Londoners give generously to Mr. Sachs. Is it really the time of year some of them ask? But a shake of the sack is all it takes to convince them it is better to give than to receive the crimson beast of winter's displeasure. You return home with a bulging sack of shiny new toys. When next you wake, the robe is gone. We got Zoop. We got romantic literature. We got Scintillac. We got drowning pearls. We got a judgment's egg, which is incredibly valuable. Strategic information and secrets. Not altogether a terrible gamble. So we managed to complete the quest. All that we had to do was melt a small child, and we've come out on top. I'll probably sell most of the stuff that we just picked up, like the Scintillac, for extra cash, because right now what I am interested in is the acquisition of a new ship, and I don't want this taking up cargo space. I would say to take more fuel. I would say to take more supplies. Yes, indeed. And now with that said, I figure I'll let you know what our future plans are. We're going to head south. We are absolutely 100% going to get ourselves a submarine in the next episode, and it's going to be baller. We also have another vital intelligence. This time around, I'll probably give that to the dark spectacled admiral because I don't want to overdo it with the spy. She pays better, but if you give her too many of them, bad things happen. And I don't think you want bad things to happen. I'm going to go to the dry dock, and we'll go to the Admiralty Yards. 24 echoes, 3 favors, gets our hull back up to 75. We've got 2,800 right now. We're so close to getting ourselves into the Corvette. It really is deeply disappointing how close we are. Oh, we've got Zoop. Zoop sells for something. I know that it does. Yeah, there's $70 more. We're 100 short, though. A hundo stack short, which is really, really, really disappointing to me. It makes me feel sad because I want to move into the Corvette like right now. I want to be in the Corvette like yesterday. And with 3,000 echoes, we could make that happen, but I suppose that's a journey for another time. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Sunless Sea. I will see you all in future episodes. It's been a lot of fun. By the time we get 2 episodes from now, we should be in a better ship, we should be in a submarine, and we should be seeing some new adventures. All right? Hi to everybody, and I will see you all later.